Using AI to make you a better leader, our guests are revolutionizing leadership coaching with an immersive experience beyond the page. Let's welcome back Dr. Troy Hall, founder of Cohesion Culture, and Benjamin Toy, founder of On Purpose Adventures. They are both the co-authors of the new book, Becoming a Cohesive Leader. Good to have you both with us again.
Thank you so much. We're glad to be here.
You've been busy since the last time you joined us.
We have been super busy.
Tell us more about this new book.
So the book, Becoming a Cohesive Leader, was written specifically for the growing workforce that has become dissatisfied with their current employer because they're not getting the type of training and development that they deserve or that they feel they need. And they're being passed over for promotion without any opportunity to have a plan for success.
I think that is something that's echoed across so many different businesses all over the country. Have you come across anybody who's just been frustrated by this experience?
So frustrated, and we actually pair our two leadership journeys into the story. Dr. Troy has gone through traditional education, gotten MBA, PhD. I'm a high school graduate, then a business owner. So both of our leadership styles and how we've gotten to our careers, we actually address that. So it doesn't matter where you're at, we give you permission to invest in yourself.
Because I saw something, there's such thing as an introverted leader or an extroverted leader, and to have a team that is cohesive, to almost have the opposite of what you are. Is that sort of the case in most cases that it works best, Dr. Troy, or are there ways of massaging that into any workspace?
Well, leadership is a learned skill, so there's learned behaviors around them. So introvert and extrovert typically refer more to your personality than actually worrying about like what type of leader you are. So what we ask is for leaders to be cohesive, and that means that they will accept the views and ideas of others, they will participate in meaningful work, and they will contribute in a way of collaboration where there's need and trust.
I think that brings up a point, because do you find that people who are in a leadership position lead more with their personality rather than with sort of an altruistic leadership approach?
Sometimes, and the topic of the Babel effect, there's a lot of books on the subject, and we actually address this in there, understanding yourself, doing self-assessments. But the idea that sometimes we believe that people that talk a lot are the best leaders and they have the best ideas, and that statistically is not found. It pairs out to 50-50, right?
Yeah.
And so the other parts of leadership are way more important. Right? Can you rally a team around the cause? Can you motivate them? All those types of things truly matter more than a personality, because sometimes personality falls flat.
Right, that is true. That is true. And word salad doesn't exactly nourish the team as much as they think it is. So how do you combine AI into this experience?
Well, thanks for asking, because that's the really cool thing about what we did with the book. So sometimes when you get a book like ours, you have to read through the whole thing before you can even get to the material.
Right.
So with the AI-powered BookBot, which we call CARL, which stands for Cohesive Artificial Response Leader.
Very smart.
I know, really. It's kind of
catchy.
Kind of catchy, yeah. So, but you can ask CARL questions. So if you want to know about leadership, you can start to ask him the questions. He will give you information specifically around the book and around our teachings. So CARL is not just going out into the internet to grab anything that may be out there, because you have to validate the source. And what we didn't want were the readers or the people who are participating with what we're doing to have to worry about, are they getting good information or not? They're only getting our information, so we closed CARL's ability to gather information from what we feed CARL. And so we feed him information on a regular basis so that CARL is able to respond topically and in the real time, for what's happening.
So innovative. Do you recommend that not just leaders read this book, but also, I hate to use the word, but subordinates, employees? Is this something that everyone should kind of read together, maybe?
It is actually designed for the emerging leader, and we define as, we have two different terms. Everybody is a leader because you can learn from somebody, you can teach somebody. And there's organizational leaders. Those are the positional folks.
I see.
This book is actually designed for that emerging leader to learn their place in the marketplace, to learn the skills that are needed to help get that promotion, that's why it's the Power Up Guide to grow, develop, and advance your career.
We only have about 20 seconds left. You two seem that you come from two totally different worlds. How did you find each other?
we wanted to do something that was different. We wanted our material to be different and to be interactive, and so by combining what we do, really made things work, because we were really trying to help people. So our programs are no trust falls, no rope courses, and no death by PowerPoint.
Okay.
But we are the odd couple.
Yeah, I was going to
yeah,
say.
sometimes we could
but
be the odd
It
couple.
seems like
Yeah.
a very nice marriage between academic and practical, all mixed together.
It all works really well together.
Wherever fine books are sold, that's where you can find it. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
gentlemen. Good to see you again. We'll be back in 2 minutes.